What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best All Madden Part 3 cards for you to add to your MUT 23 squad. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you are searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So a lot of people last night on Twitch and on Twitter suggested that I do this video looking for some information on the best All Madden cards. So we're going to go through pretty much all of them, tell you the good ones, the ones that are worth the coin, and also give you some alternatives at specific positions. Let's start at running back with this 94 overall SAQUON Barkley. We've had a handful of running backs who have gotten 94 speed over the last week, with Marshall Faulk on Tuesday and Cordell Patterson over the weekend. We had Marcus Allen, and now we got this SAQUON card, which is very good. The only thing is about 500k, and the majority of these cards are going to be right in that price range, some a little bit under in the 400k range, but 94 speed, 94 agility, which is very good, spin move 94, juke move 93. He also gives you 91 trucking and 94 break tackle. A very, very good card as far as abilities go. Evasive for 1 AP, backfield mismatch for 1 AP, short and elite for 1 AP. All very good things about this. In my personal opinion, for 100,000 coins less and maybe even cheaper than that, I would go for Team of the Week Marshall Faulk, especially if you find yourself passing the ball a lot more than running. The only kind of difference between these two cards is the trucking. So Faulk only has 82 trucking, whereas remember SAQUON's was 91, but Faulk gives you much better catch rating at 86. He also gets backfield mismatch and short and elite for 1 AP. He gets grab and go for 0 AP, so a free ability is always a W, and of course running back apprentice for 1 AP. And like I said, he's about 400k, so he's going to save you a ton of coin. If you're a heavy toter, if you run the ball a ton, go with SAQUON, but if you find yourself, 75% of the time passing the ball, I would save myself some coin and go with this Marshall Faulk. Now we got two wide receivers on this content drop. I'm going to spend a very brief second talking about Larry FITZGERALD because I just don't think he's worth it. He's a good card with attributes, 6'3", 93 speed, route running's great, 92 short, 93 mid, 93 deep. The catch is at 93, the catch in traffic 95. The game right now, the meta, is cheap abilities and just abilities in general, and he doesn't get any of them that are good for free or cheap. So I would pass on this card. Now, if you don't rely on, certain abilities for your wide receiver and you want to take a look at him, by all means, go ahead. But Megatron, Kelvin Johnson, this 94 overall All Madden card, by far the best card. I shouldn't say by far, but to me, the best card out of all of the All Madden cards. So if there's only one that you could get, only one that you had enough coins for, this is the one. 6'5" wide receiver, 94 speed, 96 deep route running, the short route running's at 91, mid at 93, catch 92, catch in traffic 94. I got this card on the squad. He made some ridiculous catches in traffic yesterday for me. We'll be doing a TikTok and like a YouTube short video with some of the highlights from this card, so be on the lookout for that. He gets deep in elite for free, so I certainly recommend equipping that. And then in the other ability slot, you can put deep out elite on him for 1 AP, which is, if you have like a Randy Moss or this Kelvin Johnson or any receiver that plays on the outside and he's taller, you definitely want to go deep out elite, especially if you can get it for 1 AP. This Travis KELCE card is kind of similar to SAQUON in the sense that he's very good, gives you good attributes. 92 speed is the second fastest tight end in the game. Great route running, great catching. There's really not much that I can say that's bad about this card. He's certainly good. But when I talk about pricing and I look at 93 overall Darren Waller, who's basically under 300k, and that Travis KELCE is over 500k, I would save myself the coins. These cards are not too far off. Darren Waller's going to be, an inch taller at 6'6". He is -1 speed at 91, but again, it comes down to abilities here. With Darren Waller, you can get short and elite for 1 AP, and that's one of the best abilities right now that you would want to rock on a tight end. Now, KELCE does get tight end apprentice for 1 AP, so if you're not rocking a hot route master quarterback and you like those additional hot routes at the tight end position, definitely go with KELCE there. But like I said, you're going to find yourself spending a little bit more coin when it comes to that card versus Darren Waller, and I just don't think they're too far apart. KELCE does give you better run blocking, by the way, and if you really want to go budget, it's just worth mentioning mentioning 6'6", 92 speed, OJ Howard. This card came from the Blitz promo. You know, I would probably just go with this card. And again, you got to keep in mind when you think about these things, do you throw to your tight end a lot, or is he just out there as an overall to make your, you know, your overall in the upper right part of your screen look prettier? So, you know, focus on your scheme and how you can utilize these cards, especially when it comes to abilities. Let's talk about the offensive linemen. Honestly, we got 2 out of 3 are really, really good. All 3 are good with the attributes, but we keep talking about abilities here, and that's going to make one of them not so great. So Jason KELCE, 93 strength. He gives you 94 pass block, 96 run block. I mean, he's a goon, and he's got 87 speed. Like, he's faster than some defensive ends out there, which is kind of ridiculous. So, you know, these cards all fall right around 500K. Do you want to spend 500K on a center? I'm guessing that the majority of you do not want to. You can always take a look at the Legend Jeff Saturday card, which is not as good as this card, but he's like 200K cheaper, so you can always keep that in mind. Larry Allen, you know, San Francisco 49ers legend Larry Allen, I might add here. Probably the best of the 3 at right guard. And, you know, one more time, I can't talk about it enough here. It really comes down to the abilities. For discounted AP, 1 AP specifically, Larry Allen can get Nasty Streak, which is really good against the run, Post Up, which is really good against the pass, and then Secure Protector, which is also really good against the pass, and just a kind of underrated ability in my opinion. So those 3 abilities are great for guards and all at 1 AP. And he gives you 95 strength, 94 awareness, 96 pass block, 94 run block. So very good card there for 49ers legend Larry Allen. Jackie Slater is a good card. 92 strength, 93 awareness, 95 pass block, 95 run block. But he's on the, you know, he's a right tackle. He's on your offensive line at the end there, offensive tackle. And he gets Secure Protector, I'm sorry, I should say Edge Protector for 2 AP. So when you take a look at a card like Tristan Wirfs, who, yes, isn't as good overall, and the attributes are definitely not as good as this Slater card, but that ability is so key to stopping people with edge threat that I literally am not putting this Jackie Slater card on my field. I was going to go out and get him because he can't get that Secure Protector. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, Edge Protector for 1 AP. It just comes down to the abilities for me. It's kind of like Larry Fitzgerald. And when we talk about edge threat and being able to stop it, well, on the defensive side, we have Reggie White here, another very, very good card. I like Reggie, right, because he's got 89 speed. It gives you the speed. Obviously, the block shed, power move, finesse move, all being 90 plus is a great thing. 95 block shed, 94 power move, 91 finesse. But he also is just kind of a big body, so he can rush the passer, but I feel like he's super reliable when it comes to the run game, and you can always slide him in as a defensive tackle if you have like too many defensive ends, or you can't really figure out where to put him because maybe you have somebody else at left end. And he also can get the combination of edge threat, which is 2 AP, and double or nothing for 1 AP. To get those together is very glitchy. It does cost a total of 3 AP out of the 12 that you have on defense, but if you run into somebody who does not have edge protector on their offensive line, you're going to be getting sheds and getting to the quarterback like crazy. Another combination you can go with is edge threat for 2 AP, and then he gets El Toro, which isn't a great ability, but it is 0 AP, so if you don't have anything in that slot, you might as well utilize it since it's free. We got 2 different cornerbacks for this content drop, and you guys should know by now if you've been watching the videos, I am not a fan of corners that are under 6 foot, so I tend to stay away from them just because of the way this game plays right now. But Darrelle Revis, if you want to make him like a slot cornerback and you play a lot of man coverage, he's definitely recommended because he gets medium route KO and short route KO, 1 AP each, outside shade, 2 AP, and of course pick artist, which is almost a must-have on any defensive back. He's going to get that for 1 AP as well. 94 speed, 94 zone, 94 man, 96 press. Like I said, really good man-to-man cover guy, and with the 94 zone, that helps. Rod Woodson, to me, is the better of the 2, standing at 6 foot tall. That's really the main reason why I would take him. He also will get pick artist for 1 AP. He's going to give you 94 speed, 94 zone, 92 man, 91 press, 92 agility, 95 jump. Along with getting pick artist for 1 AP, he's hybrid in the sense that he gets deep route KO for 1 AP, which is very good if you're playing man coverage. And then he also gets mid-zone KO for 1 AP, so obviously if you're playing zone, that's going to be very helpful. So you want to pick that ability slot for whatever type of scheme you play, and if you mix it up, you're just going to want to pick the one that you find yourself more in, but you can pair either one of those two with Pick Artist, and it would be a total of 2 AP. Now, we did get a free safety, Steve Atwater. Not 100% sure why they did this, because his legend card is a strong safety, but 6'3", if you faced this card or even had his legend card, it was a very tough user to go against, and if you usered it, I mean, you probably made a lot of plays, got a lot of interceptions, because he's tall and he's fast, and guess what? We've talked about Pick Artist. He gets it for free, 0 AP, just like Jeremy Chin, which is another really good card at strong safety. I mean, you get free safety Steve Atwater, strong safety Jeremy Chin, both with Pick Artist for free. That's a pretty good combination. He can also get deep in zone KO for 1 AP, which is really, really good, and you can get those together. So for 1 AP to get deep in zone KO and Pick Artist in total, that's worth it. Now, the one thing I'll say, right, he's 6'3", 94 speed, 94 zone, 86 man's a bit low, so if you're going to be putting him in man coverage a lot, I would stay away from that. Here's my guess, and I feel like 90%, maybe 80%, we'll tone it down a little bit, 80% confident this happens. I think Sean Taylor ends up being the Season 3 Field Pass champion card. Like we had Deion Sanders for Season 2. I think we see Sean Taylor. They put out like a trailer when Madden went 50% off during the Thanksgiving break, and it had some gameplay clips in there, and Sean Taylor was in there. So they certainly probably have his rights, and he's going to be in MUT. And I could just totally see his card, or his, his first card of the year being a, endgame or Season 3 endgame Field Pass reward. So keep that in mind before you go spend all of that on free safety. And you can get Brian Dawkins at a pretty cheap rate right now because of that free AKA fantasy pack. And then we end the video at strong safety with Cam Chancellor. I picked up this card. So far, it's been fairly ineffective. I don't want to say he's been disappointing, but he just hasn't done a ton for me. So 6'3", 93 speed, 96 hit power, 95 zone, 88 man. He does get Pick Artist for 1 AP, which is useful. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing no difference, and I've only played about 5 games with him, so we're not going to give up yet. But at this same position, I had sub linebacker Isaiah Palomau, who was a free field pass, competitive pass reward. And if you missed out his original card when that one came out, there was a reward within this current competitive pass where you could go back and pick that card. What I'm trying to get at here is to have that card for free and then spend $550K on this Cam Chancellor and not see any difference. I don't regret the purchase, but I would just stick personally with Isaiah Palomau right now. He is 1 inch taller. He is -2 in speed, but he's also a lot better at man coverage. And I just think with the price difference on the two, he is worth keeping there instead of going up and upgrading. And there you have it. I would say my top 3 for sure in this content drop right now. Number 1 by far has to be Megatron, Kelvin Johnson. Go pick him up. Steve Atwater's probably going to come in at number 2. And then for number 3, if you want to go like with one of the offensive linemen out there, Reggie White, Rod Woodson, it's really tough to pick a third one. But number 1 and 2, one on offense, one on defense. If I had to give you must-haves, it's going to be Atwater and Megatron. Go pick them up if you can. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.